I know that we've talked about different types of attacks on this channel, but today we'll be focusing on the defensive end. Now, I believe that you've seen a similar pattern when it comes to defending against certain types of attacks. Now, for the most part, these attacks can be exploited, but a strong password is usually the solution. And that's why today we'll be going over how to create a strong password generator using Python. It's Novice here, and in this video, we'll be doing a defensive project. More specifically, how to create strong passwords with a strong password generator. Now, before hopping into this project, I want to describe some of the goals for creating this password generator. Now, there are three things that we look to accomplish. We want to be able to have users specify a minimum length for the password. We want to give them a choice as to whether they want to have numbers in that password or not, and give them a choice to whether they want to have special characters in this password as well. Now, this project is highly inspired by Tech with Tim, so I can't really take all the credit for this one. But now, without wasting any time, let's turn our attention to Visual Studio Code. Boom, and now we're in our Visual Studio Code. So, like I said, the goal here is to create a password generator. Not only that, a strong password generator. So, as I said before, we give the individual the ability to choose a minimum password length, as well as whether it'll have numbers or special characters within this password. So, without further ado, we can go ahead and get started. So, I'll show you that first we have to import a few libraries. So we're going to import random as well as import string. Now, random is going to help when we are choosing a random amount while choosing random letters, numbers, or special characters to use within our password. So let's go ahead and create something. Now we're going to create a function called generate password. Generate. It says random string here. It's not far from the truth, but we're going to do password. Now, for our arguments, because I've already kind of specified it, we want to make sure that we have something that specifies the minimum length, whether to include a number or whether to include a special character. Meaning that we're first going to have something, I'll just make minimum length. Then from there, I want to make a Boolean value, which I will call include number. And right now we're set it equal to false. Therefore, when it defaults, if no one enters true or false, it'll just say false. And then finally, we're going to include special. Spelling is a skill, everyone. Not one that I was blessed with. Boom. Now from here, we're going to actually have to create a list of characters. Yeah, we're gonna have to create a list of characters, digits, and special characters. Now, to do so is why we imported that strings library, because in that strings library, it gives us the ability to specify whether something is a letter, in this case our alphabet, a digit, in this case our numbers, or punctuation, which are just the special characters. So I'll go ahead and create that right now. So, like I said, boom. So alphabet will be equal to string.ascii letters. That'll give us all the letters from uppercase or lowercase. I don't know why I struggle so hard to say that one. Next, we'll have number. I might name it numbers, and then string equal digits, which gives us all of our digits from 0 to 9, and then finally our special characters. Our special and then finally create character list and make sure I want to make character list and make sure that it always has alphabet in it, because whether or not they want to have numbers or special characters, they will for surely need the alphabet in here somehow, somewhere. Now we're actually gonna tack this on as well, because this is exactly what we're looking to do. So if include number is true, then we're gonna actually add the numbers, which has that strings.digit into, appended essentially to the character list that already has the alphabet. Therefore, we can choose from A to Z, capital A to Z, and now 0 to 9. And then same thing with if include special, which includes all of our special characters, and then throws it onto the back of the list. Then continuing to the next part, we're going to create an empty password. Nope, don't join anything just yet. And now I'm gonna go through this method here where we're going to do need requirements, make that equal to false, has number, have that equal to false, and has special, have that equal to false. So the reason that we're doing this is that while we're going through and actually creating these passwords, we're gonna do a while loop. And in this while loop, we have to essentially make sure whether or not our password has a number, if a number is said to be included, or if it has a special character, that's also said to be included. And both of those will go into our meets requirement, which will then hopefully in the end equate itself to true, because that should be the only way that this works. So we'll actually go ahead and create that while loop now. So while not meets requirements, and or actually, yes, the length of password is less than the minimum length. Oh my goodness, it just finished it for me. Let me see if this works. So password equals join random choice character list for and range and length. This is actually not bad, but I'm going to continue this the way that I was already going to. So we hit them with a new character here. Then we are going to make it equal to random choice dot character list. Now in this case, the character list has already been specified to have numbers or special characters based on whether we specified it in this include number or include special. So no matter what, it can only choose from that list. And then from there, we can do this as well. Now we come down here, I'm gonna take all of this out for right now. All of this out for right now. And now we're going to have a little fun. So if the new character is in this numbers list right here, I'm going to make has number equal to true. Therefore, equating has number to true makes sure that we know that in our password we do have at least one digit. And then we're going to do the same for special, because if the new character is a special character or number, we know that one of these is true, and that's honestly all that we need to know. I'll actually do else if, because it just makes life easier for me. So moving forward, from here we're going to set the meets requirement to true, and now we're going to do if include number and not has number meets requirements equal false. So this isn't exactly what I wanted to do, but I will edit it. Please move out the come on. So we're gonna do this. Stop playing with me, let me work here. So if include number, meets requirement is going to equal to has number. And then if include special, meets requirements is equal to meets requirement and has special. Now here we're essentially doing this so that we actually have something for meets requirement. So in this case, if meets requirement, say we're going through and creating this password, if we specify that it should have a number, meets requirements is going to make sure if this character has a number at all. If it doesn't have a number and for some reason it meets the length, it'll actually keep going until it does meet this requirement as well, or until it does meet words are failing me right now. So let me try to find a way to word this. So we place meet requirement to be true because if it sets a false, then we know that it doesn't have a number or it doesn't have a special character. Now once meets requirements is equal to true, this ends so that we're good to go. Yeah. So I think that kind of explains what this does. Hopefully I'm making sense. But essentially, This makes sure that we actually have a number in our password, and this makes sure that we actually have a special character within our password. And then from there, we can go through. Well, let's get out of here, and then we'll return the password. So this returns whatever is output from this while loop. So after that, come down here. I kind of want to test this first, so let's do def. Oh, not def. Generate password. Now we're gonna start off with nothing, or just the amount that should, or the minimum length for the password. We're gonna save this. We're gonna save this as password_generator. Yeah, it should save as Python. Save that. And now, why am I seeing red somewhere? Let's just play it and see. Oh, let me actually print this. So print. Control save. What is happening? Oh wow, that is an oversight by me. There we go. And now we have a password with no numbers, no special characters, but at least 10 digits. Yep, that's 5, and that is 5 as well. Now we're gonna test it with this being true. So go ahead and run that. And now we have one that has numbers as well as letters. Now we're gonna do this one, which should include special characters. Boom. So everything looks like it's working as it should. Now the last thing we do is actually place this to false. And then try to run it now. Okay, so it has everything except the number, which is perfect. So with this being the case, we can now prompt our users for an output or input, so that they can specify the length, whether they want to have numbers or whether they want special characters. So let's go ahead and create that now. So let me think of a good variable now. Oh, minimum minimum length. Minimum length is equal to input, and I'll actually make this an int as well. That way, whatever they put in becomes an integer. Then we're gonna change this to minimum length. Come down here. We're gonna say include number, like that. So we'll keep that. Include special. Perfect. So now we just have to come through here and change both of these. Now from here, once I press play, it's actually going to ask me what I want to do. So I'm gonna say 25. Yeah, why not? And no, I don't want any special characters. And boom, we have a super strong password here that is, I wouldn't know how to break this. So it is very strong, it is very good. We're gonna play it one more time. Just wanna see it in the reverse way. If I say no to numbers and no to, or yes to special characters. So let's do 25. No and yes. Okay, perfect. So this is our working password generator. Well, my hope is that in the future, I'll actually be able to integrate it with an actual application. And while this script runs in the background, it will actually generate someone's strong password for them at the click of a button or something like that. But right now, we've completed what we have set out to accomplish, because this is meant to be a beginner project and we will focus on the rest later. Now, with that being the case, we have completed our first defensive project. So clap it up for yourselves. Wonderful. So hopefully you guys enjoy. I know usually we're doing stuff more on the attacking side, but it's also fun and good to learn the defensive side, because the reason we attack is so that people's defenses get better. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you guys enjoy what I'm doing overall, make sure you subscribe, because I got more coming up in the future. And if you didn't like the video, tell me why in the comments. If you genuinely just enjoyed the video, also let me know in the comments. But I want to hear a little bit more criticism so that I can know how to improve on my videos going forward. But with that, that is it for me, the Novice. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Novice out. Peace.